Hello everyone, my name is Viper and welcome to a new video on my channel. In this new video I bring you more Unity news. As you can see on the screen, if this video also gets at least 25 likes, I'll release another video right in the day. I'm counting on you with the support. I hope you guys help me. But yeah, let's get right into the news. As you can see on the screen, you see that the subscription price has changed. It's a little bit more expensive, except on the retro subscription. What they're gonna do on the retro subscription is that the price is gonna stay the same, and they're gonna make it separate from the 2.0 servers. So what they are gonna do, since the price is higher, is they're gonna add a thing called loyal tokens. So if you get certain subscriptions with repaid payment, basically if you get a continuous subscription that every time it ends your payment automatically does it and pays it again for a new subscription, you get a token and you can trade that token for an NPC, for cosmetics. This is an my idea. Let me know your feedback in the comments. It's a bit weird, but let's see if it really makes the game better. Inflation is hard, we know, but it is what it is. Then we'll get right into the class changes. You guys will see it on the screen. There's a lot of classes that changed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your feedback in the chat as per usual, in the comments. It really is important for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a while. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm gonna show you what changed really quickly on your drop. A small idea on everything that changed. First of all, Parasite. It is a modifiable range, so you can do something like this and you're gonna have a range with Parasite. Offense is only now 3 AP, it only costs you 3 AP, offense not 4 anymore. Modifiable range for Wakfuray, which might be useful as well for you guys to hit from very far away if you have portals very far away, stuff like that. Another big change as well is that, for example, you have access to virus and parasite in the same element, as you can see, and they did that to the other elements. For example, strength, you guys never saw this, but you have access to therapy and snub. It's been a long debate that people wanted snub to not be the variant of therapy, and it actually happened, and they changed the variants around, so you can have 5 elements per 5 spells per element. The two biggest changes that you guys should know about, and I'm going to show you, is diffusion and stretching. Basically, stretching you now makes you unlockable, makes you get 2 range, so I have range everywhere. You can do it on an ally as well. But the biggest and the funniest part is what people already used sometimes, which is you can put 3 portals on your turn, as you can see that I did right here. It's pretty cool. I can do something like shock and do some damage. And as I said, it unlocks you. Another spell that got changed, and it's pretty interesting, and I think it's a big change, it's diffusion. Diffusion, now if you cast it on an enemy, it's gonna wound the enemy 10% the whole turn. So if you have a team, this is really big, and it also like sends damage around the target 30%. So 30% of the damage that the target takes is gonna get reflected around them into the enemies, which is pretty nice. The other small detail that changed on the variant of stretching is contraction, and contraction you can do it on yourself, but that's basically it for Heliodrop. Okay everyone, let's get right into the next class, the Upper Mage. So what changed on Upper Mage? Basically all your 3 mono element spells, 3 AP mono element spells, give you stats each time you use it. So I use Flamethrower, it gave me 30 int, Stalagmite, it will give me 30 chance, Ether, a big changement, you get modifiable range, super nice for agility, and Telluric Wave, also kinda similar, and it will give you 30 stats as well. Everything gives you 30 stats. Another change is Hurricane is a no line of sight, it's -1 range but no line of sight, it's still gonna be super good for polarity. And speaking of polarity, Quadrumental Current, the variant, is now a modifiable range. Maybe you can use it for something else, but I still prefer polarity myself a lot more. You have things like Telluric Wave that now pushes 3 cells, it's still linear, does not give critical damage anymore. You have a Striking Meteor that you can use 3 times per turn, can maybe be super good to push mobs away and kite them. Another change is spells like Storm, Burning Stroke. It can be only used once per turn. At low levels you needed to wait 2 turns, and now you don't need to wait 2 turns anymore. A small little change also in agility that makes it pretty cool is Astral Blade. It's no longer modifiable range, but you can TP symmetrically to a target. It gives Hopper a lot more mobility, so imagine you TP symmetrically and then you can polarity right after. And some spells in general got buffed in damage, like I was going to say Deflagration got buffed in damage if you are int, Sunlance and Flood, they are the variants. But in general, the spells are still pretty nice, and that's basically it. And the biggest changes for Upper Mage, I forgot to talk about Comet. Comet also got buffed in damage, stuff like this. It got buffed in general Upper Mage, especially in early levels. Okay, boys, we are back. We are back with Feka, which I think got really important changes as well on the spells. We start off with the most important spells. It will be strength spells. So Backlash has now a modifiable range, so it's much better early on for you to do damage from range. Torpor and the rest is still the same. Dirt Floor is still the same, and all the glyphs will apply the Shepherd's Lantern in the middle. What does the Shepherd's Lantern do? For the people that don't know, it reveals invisible entities in the middle. Silbo also got the 2AP back, so you can do a bit like a version. It's gonna move the Shepherd's Glyph. It's nothing special, but there's also another changes, like a Typhoon is now modifiable range, can be a bit good if you have something else to do. Nimbus also steals more stats on chance, minus 100 chance, a bit good, and the cooldowns or the recast interval for all the spells of utility that you have right here got reduced at early levels, so you guys can use them pretty easily. But I think the biggest change on Feka from everything that I saw is mainly this spell called Pastureland. For the people that know, back in the day, back in the days, there used to be Fulminating Glyph, which was used in almost every team comp that played CC. You do this, you delete everyone, especially in streams. But I think what they did is insane. As you can see, this spell is like a cross of one cell, and once you put it down, it will give you 10% final damage plus 25 RS for free. 10% final damage. Imagine you have a team, right? You can use this to easily just abuse it and get 10% final damage no matter where you are, right? I think it's super strong. It's not even 15 melee damage, but 10% final damage, and if you proc Vulvis you have 20%, so the damage that I do is simply nuts. Also lasts 2 turns, which makes it even more strong. As you can see, I'm gonna skip my turn, and I'll have it right back again while doing damage with my other spells. I think this is the most important change on Feka, you guys let me know, but yeah, let's get right into the next class. Okay everyone, we are back, this time with Srem. Right off the bat, I know there's gonna be a change that a lot of people don't like. You cannot see because I'm not using the spell, I'm using the variant, but invisibility only lasts 1 turn now. Yes, it's a big nerf, but on the other side we have Still Mist, and I feel like Srem, what they did with Srem is that they boosted the class on a team aspect, you know. It's much stronger in team. You can see that Mist now removes range for people within the glyph, so the Pouching Ball got -4 range. You have things like Furrow that are now a lifesteal. Basically all the kind of hit spells in strength are a lifesteal. You can see Furrow is lifesteal, Shakedown is lifesteal, Lacerny was already lifesteal if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, there's basically a lifesteal spell per element on Srem. You also have Corn, that's lifesteal as well now. There you go, it's a lifesteal spell. You can do Epidemic on yourself. I suppose you go next to a target, you pass the Epidemic. It's a little trick. And you have other spells like Cruelty that you can do it on yourself to get 1 MP, and it also got a much more range. The variant of Cruelty, which is a Jinx, also got more range at lower levels. Basically lower levels got a mega buff. And another thing that's very underrated and not a lot of people look at it is that the damage of the traps are no longer digressive. I don't know if that's the English word, but you don't no longer lose damage per distance of the trap. So imagine if the trap was closer, you do more damage. Now, no matter the distance that the player is from the trap, you're gonna do more damage, which is super good. You also have Arsenic that removes range, a little detail, nothing special. But for me, the biggest changes on SRAM at the moment is these two spells, Mortuary Mark and Cutthroat. Cutthroat does basically the same thing as Diffusion from Ilio, but you can cast it every single turn. So if you Cutthroat an enemy, you can wound them 10%, and you can Cutthroat another enemy and wound them 10%, which is super good if you play in a team. And on top of that, for each trap that you proc, I'm gonna do a bunch of traps just to get them stacked, nothing special. I can hit myself, but this is basically just to stack traps. You can get the Mortuary Mark at the max level. How much stacks do I have? I have state 4, the max is state 4. You can wound someone up to 10% as well. So you can do Cutthroat, then Mortuary Mark, which is not bad at all, and the guy is just eroded and wounded by 20%. And you can use that to your advantage to do even more damage as a team. Imagine SRAM, Feka, that I showed you already, in the same team with an Elo that diffusions. You can almost one-shot a group of mobs with a single target, or even a boss, which I think it's pretty good. But this is mainly the changes that happened on SRAM. You guys can test it out. Last but not least, everyone, we got Steamer, a class that people asked me a lot. Basically, what changed on Steamer is that the rudder is now 4 AP instead of a 3, if I'm not wrong. It can also attract you now. As you can see, you can move yourself diagonally. It's a little small change. Turbine does no longer grieve crits, it evolves a turret. As you guys will see, I can turbine, the turret is gonna get one evolution level. Another thing is Evolve now, it's only 2 AP and removes crit, and it also removes a level from the turret, and Vapor also gives a level to the turret, as you're gonna see in the screen. Another change that's pretty weird for Steamer is that Backwash is 3 AP now, not 2, as you can see. This costs 3 AP, not 2 anymore, but you still get the AP back if you do it on a turret, as you can see, plus 1 AP. And the most important changes on Steamer that I'm going to show you right now, I did the whole blah blah blah, is that, for example, Evolution is 1 AP, guys. This costs 1 AP, but they did change something else, which is you no longer can evolve a turret more than twice per turn. So you cannot get a turret turn 1 to level 3. So you can only get it to level 2, it's only 1 AP, and at level 3 it still heals 20%. But yeah, the thing is still not bad at all, you can still play multi-crit Steamer. There you go, the ambush for 3.4k damage, it's not bad at all. But yeah, all the other spells got changed, rudder damage is still pretty nice, as you guys can see, it's still very playable. And I'm gonna quickly show you the variant, which is Hypertension. Hypertension, for the people that knew, it was 2 AP, and the turret after getting evolved would lose the level. But what they did, it's that it's, I think, even better now. Yes, you have a bigger recast interval. As you see here, it costs you need to wait one more turn to do it. You cannot do it every turn, but your turret basically, I don't think you can do it turn 1. No, you cannot do it turn 1. You can do it turn 2. Your turret will get level 3, as you can see on the screen, and it will stay level 3 the entire match. No longer goes to level 2, which is not bad at all, to not have to go to your turrets to evolve them again, because that was the issue with Hypertension. Yes, you do lose a way to evolve turrets, so you are kind of forced to evolve your turrets like with Turbine, stuff like that, so you can do some damage. But in the end, I still think it's not bad at all. Let me know your guys' opinions in the chat, and that's basically it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. It really is important for me. It means that my content is pleasing you guys, and that's my main motivation. As per usual, don't forget to bombard the like button. It really is important. Subscribe really is important, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.